Damit sind wir zurück.
I'm leaving the excavation site. How did he come down?
So wie du gerade eben. Einfach runterklettern,
I've
springen.
got Gorski's signal.
So soon? It's unlikely to be him.
Then who?
Not who, but what. Oh, it's weird. Dr. Gorski hardly ever parted with it.
With what? You're talking about the teleprobe.
Yes.
I located the probe. It's lying on the ground, inactive.
Can't be completely broken if you picked up a signal. I'd say it's running in safe mode. Please try to power it on.
Do we have time for this?
It's for a good reason, Doctor. The probe could prove useful in the search. And besides, you'll see.
Okay. I'm opening the probe. Turning the systems on.
No, stop. Wait for my instructions. There's a button on the left side of the fuse box. Hold it, and then turn the dial again. Now go ahead.
Slide records.
Correct.
I didn't know we had access to them.
You couldn't have known. This is not standard procedure. But as they say, extremis malice, extrema remedia.
Was haben wir
Let's
jetzt
take a
gefunden?
look.
Die Landung.
A photo of the first days on the surface. They started exploring the littoral zone almost immediately.
They reported as much. Wasn't until the fourth day that comms failed.
Da haben sie den Fisch gefangen.
I recognize these structures. This is where they began to dig. "12 hours passed. 3 crew members are still there. Dr. Gorski must have left already.
We lost contact shortly thereafter.
The probe followed him, and he followed the detector's readings.
Going after those metal structures.
Yes, that's what I meant.
What's next?
Nichts. Einfach nichts.
Last slide. There's mostly noise.
Nothing in particular stands out to you, Doctor. They were digging and suddenly, poof, people are dead?
No need to shout, Astrogator. I'm just letting you know what I see. That's all. Hang on. An absurdly high electromagnetic field reading.
That's something. Sort of. What are the earlier readings?
Checking. Still high in the slide just before. And earlier, quite normal. It happened in a matter of seconds. But there's nothing except dunes. Sand, a few rocks, a shadow.
Shadow?
Another sandstorm, I guess.
All right, Doctor. Let's move on. You may turn on the fuses now. We'll take the probe with us.
Ich bin Drohne 135. Muss
Good.
Menschen
I've got
vernichten.
it on my radar. Now I can give commands to the probe. And? What do you see? Is it working correctly?
If you run it on manual steering, sir, then it works just fine.
That's exactly what I'm doing. You have a keen eye. I'll put it in auto mode. From now on, it will follow you, Doctor.
Oh, it'd be nice to have some company. I mean, apart from yours, sir.
1 second. Oh, that's odd. There's no data in the probe's memory. No ID, no nothing. Do you want to give it a new ID? Name it, basically. After all, it'll be with you for a while. So, what's it going to be?
Huh. A name for the teleprobe. All right, I can think of something.
Copy that. I'm listening.
Please enter Ball E. B-A-L-L-E.
Done. Now, a few more tweaks, and you'll have a flying measurement center at your disposal.
Hallo Borli. Borli. Okay, weiter runter geht's nicht.
I don't see these metal structures anywhere.
The only surface structure reported was from the excavation area. The rest is underground. Please explore the area thoroughly. Just do as Dr. Gorski. Use the detector.
Okay, Borli ist nicht sehr hilfreich, weil ich nicht weiß, ob ich in die richtige Richtung gehe. Ich gehe mal da lang. Da.
The probe detected something.
I see that in the readings. What is it exactly?
Dieses Konstrukt. Das erinnert mich so an. Ich weiß gar nicht mehr, war das
Hi,
Windows
Bully.
XP? Mit dem 3D-Rohren als Bildschirmschoner. Ich weiß es nicht. Schon zu lange her. Also für euch da draußen, wenn ihr so alt seid wie ich oder älter, müsstet ihr das kennen. Konnte man farblich anpassen und so und die Geschwindigkeit, wie die Rohre auftauchten.
Water was mentioned in the note, around the third point. And I have a matching object here.
All right. So how many are left?
2 points. Or at least that's what he told Koval. What he did next, it's hard to assess.
Well, the battery and the detector last for only a few hours, so he couldn't have gone much further.
Das Metallkonstrukt ist im Boden.
I think we have the 4th point.
Theoretisch müsste mich das töten, wenn es wirklich Lava ist.
The 4th point is a structure that fills a rock massive, on top of which he found surface structures.
Sounds like a crucial node in this whole system.
Ein Wassertank.
I confirm. It's the 4th one. I see our flag.
Okay, ich habe irgendwo den zweiten Punkt vergessen. Werde ich noch nachholen. Wassertank. Wo finde ich den Wassertank?
Yasna, focus. What now?
Das hilft mir alles nicht weiter. Da bin ich. Hm. Kann ich hoch? Okay.
Three, two, one.
The land is departing.
Yes, they're on their way. Thank you for your assistance. Without your help, it would have taken much longer.
What's the plan for the second flight? The same place?
That would work best. Certain, proven. When you and Dr. Gorski come back, I'll send the lander right away.
Immerhin etwas. Ich dachte, ich würde wenigstens irgendwas noch finden, aber scheinbar kommt das noch? Oder ich habe es wirklich verpasst irgendwo. Ich will jetzt auch nicht über den gesamten Planeten hier rumlaufen.
I've reached the top. The doctor discovered something new from here. Something he called bushes.
Oh, I've heard that term before.
In their conversations between Koval and Gorski.
No, Jasna. You're the one who reported it to me. Right after you landed.
Seriously? Well, I don't see anything like it now, sir. Wait. Koval noted down the parameters. Azimuth 350. Distance 200 meters.
Copy that. I'm sending the probe.
Wassertank, unterirdische Strukturen. Hätte ich das vielleicht scannen sollen?
Got it. I see the bushes.
And the doctor?
Hard to tell. Visibility is poor. It's gonna be harder than before. I don't know how the doctor...
When it comes to finding a safe route, there won't be a problem. But you'll have to get there on your own 2 feet.
I suppose the probe will carry out the first task. It's capable yet?
Of course. I set the environment analysis mode. The probe will calculate the best route between your location and your destination. It'll guide you along the defined path. The calculations will only take a moment.
I've gone over everything in that area. Hi, Bully. Lead the way.
Okay, Nummer 2 und 3 habe ich übersehen.
It's a clever device, this probe of ours. Hey, can it fly for this long?
Yes. Longer than you can stand on your feet.
Sounds like the perfect research unit. Maybe even better than a human.
Well, let's not exaggerate.
Of course, I wasn't being serious. However helpful they may be, they're still just tools in the hand of man, often faulty.
Das ist wieder die Spur des Gesteins oder was auch immer das ist.
Oh, we have a problem.
Something serious?
I already mentioned the faulty machines, right? Well, the route determined by the algorithm goes over a chasm.
I can repeat the command.
No. We'll go around.
Unfortunately, this is an outdated model. Such mistakes are inevitable. But the perception module itself has already been greatly improved. Its accuracy increases exponentially.
Exponentially? Can you imagine us, proteinaceous creatures, developing so quickly?
No, not in the course of evolution. You can't perfect a person like that.
That's right, you can't. We wait thousands of years for visible changes.
Have you started to fear for your position?
Well, everything indicates that the clear distinction between humans and robots will soon disappear.
And then what?
Well, if we assume that they'll surpass us, things will get complicated. Because in order to program a brain with computing power equal to that of a human, you need a brain with computing power higher than that of a human. Ergo, a man cannot make a machine smarter than a man.
Then who else would design it?
Self-learning algorithms? Some spontaneous process? Or pure chaos? Something inhuman, that's for sure. Shh. Astrogator, can you hear that?
What am I supposed to be hearing?
That's the point. Nothing. Silence. We're talking about robots, and Dr. Gorski still hasn't spoken on the channel.
Well, I don't know. He must be a long way from here.
These bushes are kind of weird.
You better stay away, Doctor. I'd like a brief description. Just keep a distance.
Allow me to use the language I would use to describe living forms, sir.
Of course.
So they look like pituitary, brush-like formations. They can be singular, though in some locations they create a uniform thicket that covers the walls of the ravine in a rusty brush-like layer. They're high, more or less, from 1 to several meters. They grow out of cracks in the bare rock. That's how it looks, to put it briefly.
Would you also venture to guess their significance? Some function, purpose?
Staying on the topic of biological analogies, which in itself is already a major scientific distortion.
Yes, I understand. These are not real plants.
But if they were plants, those protruding parts climbing up, they would serve to obtain energy, mainly solar. Astrogator, Gorski's not here. I'm afraid he continued to explore. And if he went where I think he did, he might have lost contact with the camp as well as Dragonfly.
Yes, and we will most likely lose contact too.
Possibly. Well, there's only one way to be certain. It's your decision, sir.
Please continue the search. We have to find him.
You may lose another crew member.
If you think so. Turn back now.
No, I won't. I can't leave him. It's just... I'm concerned.
It's understandable. Fool about these things.
Die wachsen wohl damit. Sind wohl die Wurzeln der Pflanzen. Ah nee, das muss hinten dran sein, das Gebilde.
Going to the doctor.
The line's breaking up, but I understood. I'll let you know, sir, when I come out of the tunnel.
So, was haben wir denn? Jasma findet Merritt, doch für sie kommt jede Hilfe zu spät. Erschüttert von Merritts Tod entscheidet Jasna, die Leiche ihrer Freundin in den Laden darzubringen. Jasna findet ein weiteres Mitglied der Besatzung. Cowell erlebt, befindet sich jedoch mit dem gleichen Stupor wie Crowther auch. Ihn trägt Jasna zum Lander. Jasna startet die Sonde der Gemeinschaft neu, die sie von nun an auf ihrer weiteren Reise begleitet. Sie beschließt, die Maschine umzubenennen. Der Lander kehrt zu Dragonfly mit Artie und weiteren geretteten Besatzungsmitgliedern an Bord zurück. Jasna spricht mit Norweg über die Zukunft der Kybernetik. Sie ist besorgt über die rasche Entwicklung von autonomen Systemen. Roboter könnten schnell zu einer Bedrohung für die Menschen werden. Jasna findet Gorski nicht an seiner letzten bekannten Position. Sie betritt einen Bereich mit eingeschränkter Funkabdeckung, in dem sie ihre Suche fortsetzt.
Altitude 24,000. Speed 250. Goes really up. Already at 12,000. Throttle down. 30 seconds till touchdown. Everything's looking good. Over.
Roger that.
Altitude 5,000. Ignition 10%. I record data dropout, but otherwise still looking good. Entering final descent. 30 seconds.
Copy. Entering final. Hopper has landed. landed. I repeat, Hopper has landed. Astrogator, can you hear me?
Loud and clear. Any side effects? Landing wasn't too hard on you?
All good? Spine still in one piece. No signs of overstrain. Not even shortness of breath.
Perfect. Hopefully the hike to camp goes just as smoothly.
I'm going outside.
Visibility?
100%. The dust has already settled. I've located the second lander. Our people are still on this planet.
Ah, very good. I was afraid they might try to fly off, which wouldn't be the best idea given the loss of communication with Dragonfly.
Sir, something's wrong.
What is it?
The hatch is half open. Did they report hydraulics failure?
How should I know? You were the last person in contact with the crew doctor.
Right. I'm inside.
And? How is it?
For now, we have to assume that we are left with only one lander.
Is it that bad?
You don't need to be a technician to see that Beetle's lost its buzz.
That's unfortunate. I'm taking Hopper out of here. I'll send it directly to the camp as soon as we find a suitable landing zone.
Astrogator, I don't know what we expected. Coming here at the end of our expedition, the equipment is barely working. If it works at all. And you, sir. You barely escaped alive. Okay, I admit that we have a very successful campaign behind us, but I feel like we've used up all our luck. And now, we're asking for trouble. It's just one planet too many for us.
Which doesn't change the fact we're here. Let's focus on completing this mission. There won't be another.
Where does this certainty come from, Astrogator? HQ can send us as many directives as they please, justified or not.
I won't let that happen. We have the imprimis homini law to refer to. The Commonwealth cannot achieve its goals at the expense of the people, at the expense of my crew.
But isn't that exactly what's happening? This situation is bad, Astrogator, though it wasn't much better at the beginning of the mission. Whoever sent us here didn't care about our safety at all.
Enough! Please don't put me in an even more difficult position. Rejecting a new mission and questioning the validity of the current one are two different issues. And you're one step away from disciplinary action, Doctor.
Copy that. Over and out.
Entschuldigung, dass man halt mal Anmerkungen macht. Kommt nicht mehr vor. Jesus.
You were right, Cobble. It's beautiful here.
Soweit man das für ein Next-Gen-Spiel schön nennen kann.
have an object in sight. This is where they searched the ocean's biocenosis.
Meaning... Oh, where they caught that fish, right?
Yeah. They stopped here first, then walked along the coastline northward.
Correct. But I think you might consider taking a shortcut towards the east, straight to the camp.
Just need to find the right route. They stopped for a break.
How do you know? Are there any signs of the crew?
I found a cigarette butt and a pack. Someone was smoking here,
So, they didn't give a damn about the regulations.
disrupting the ecosystem.
No, that's not the point. I understand you want to minimize the effects of our interference here, Doctor, but the mission's safety is at stake. I don't think I have to explain to you the dangers of igniting a dusty atmosphere. Preserving the integrity of Regis 3's already extinct ecosystem is not a priority in this scenario. Negligible, actually.
Regis 3 is an alien planet, Astrogator. Extinct or not, we shouldn't act like we own the place. Because of this kind of attitude, the Anthropocene will become the fate of every planet we step foot on.
Aren't you exaggerating, Doctor? I probably sound like a simple soldier, but I believe that if something is already dead, it can't be harmed, let alone killed.
That's quite right. In the biological sense. But you never know what you'll face on a mission. Will our knowledge prove sufficient to comprehend what's alien to us? Or will we ever begin to understand it all? We could even accidentally kill it.
Sounds like quite far-reaching.
Excuse my interruption, sir. Can you please confirm that I'm on the correct route?
Yes, I confirm. This rate you'll reach the camp within an hour. So, continuing, especially considering that we're talking about a harmless fag end at the far end of the known universe.
Right. Got a bit carried away. But still, we shouldn't behave recklessly on the mission.
On that we can agree, Doctor. Completely.
Found a convenient passage.
Excellent. Please speed ahead. We still have a long way to go.
Well then, you should save your breath, Astrogator.
Oh, dead end. Okay.
What is this? Astrogator, I found a peculiar inorganic structure. It looks like some spiky metal growths.
Artificial plants? Is spontaneous growth possible with this type of structure?
I've never seen anything like this. I wish I had time to run some tests.
When the situation is stabilized, we will take samples. I promise.
I feel nauseous. Suddenly.
Please don't push it. Been on the surface for just under half an hour.
That's not it. I feel darkness.
Deal with it.
Hang on.
Jasna erinnert sich, dass sie ähnliche Metallbüsche bereits gesehen hat, ganz zu Beginn ihrer Mission kurz vor dem Unfall und ihrem Gedächtnisverlust. Okay, machen wir hier beim nächsten Mal weiter.